specifically in the adult entertainment world, who, their parents don't agree with what they're doing, and they totally cut them off. But guess what? To all the performers out there, you're not always going to be an adult entertainer. You're going to go on in life, you're going to do other things, and you're going to need that backup, especially if you decide to move on and have a family. Don't cut people out of your life who care about you. That's important to do, no matter what. Same with friends. Speaking of friends, on my website that I've started, it's actually just a blog that I've developed recently called gettingoutofporn.com. And let me go ahead and put the thing in here. Let's see. Gettingoutofporn.com. This is my most recent blog, and it's my current state of mind as far as, exiting the porn industry as a performer, at least for other studios, because I'll be opening my own studio and label very soon, and I might be performing under that. But when you decide to move along in your life and pursue whatever goals you have, sometimes some of your friends might actually be frenemies. I'm sure some of you have heard that term before, but it's true. Sometimes you have people in your life that are there that you hang with and you're chill with and that are cool with you, but they might actually be holding you back. Now, I'm not saying cut off your friends who might not be doing as well as you, but definitely cut off your friends who try to pull you into a realm of existence that is not healthy or productive. We are in 2010 right now. So many things are happening in the world. I believe that, especially, with the surge of, online networking, social networking, webcam networking, all these, cool networking sites, we're all becoming so much more socially conscious, which is great. But I think a lot of us, are also learning that you have to be a good person and you have to be productive. You have to be a contributing member of society. You have to be someone who teaches others from, your mistakes. We go through so many things in life to where we learn our lessons, and I think that, websites like this, like Blog TV and MySpace, and even adult industry social networking sites like xbiz.net and xpeeps, it gives us all an opportunity to share what went wrong, how to correct it, and how to prevent other people from making the same mistakes. And what I've started to notice in my own social circle is that I have had frenemies, people that have tried to bring me down or push me down the wrong path. I'm going to, go ahead and make the statement now. If you have a frenemy in your life, kick them to the curb. Just do it. Surround yourself with positive, productive individuals, because that way you can push yourself to, achieving whatever it is that you could possibly want to achieve in life, and that's going to inspire somebody else out there to do the same. And who knows what we can accomplish in this world if we do that. I'm somebody who does listen to Coast AM a lot. You know what, let me put that, let me go ahead and put that little online and offline talk show in the chat right now, coasttocoastam.com. Has to do with fringe science, paranormal. If anyone wants to talk about any of that in here today, we can talk about it. Who cares? It's just Monica Foster at home. I'm at home. I'm chilling. I'm talking to you guys. Awesome show. The reason I bring up Coast to Coast AM is because I do believe something substantial is going to happen in the world in 2012. And I think that we all need to become as positive and productive as possible to be ready for it. Who knows what it's going to be? Maybe it'll be a consciousness shift. Maybe it'll be extraterrestrial contact. Who knows? But either way, we all got to be the best person that we can be in order to get ready for that. And even if nothing happens, still, be all you can be. Don't necessarily join the army, but... I've had some drinks today, people, so excuse my, a little bit of tipsiness. So anyway, let's go back to, it is a radio show, Ivriel. We got Vika Flame in the chat room. Oh, you can't hear me. I'm sorry. You can't hear me. Well, you'll have to watch the replay. So I'm going to type that to you. Sorry, you can't hear me. But you can always watch the show archive. Because I record these shows. That's why I got the pro account on here. That way, you know, if you can't hear me or watch me or whatever live, maybe you can watch it later. Download it. Whatever. That's the beauty of the internet. Oh gosh. Okay, well Vika Flame is asking, I guess, a question pertaining to my porn star experience. How big does a guy have to be? Let me tell y'all something about the porn industry and the porn videos that you watch. Most of the men, most of the male talents, some of them might be larger than average. A few like Lex Steele, Jack Napier, Eric Everhart, they're larger in the male endowment area than many men perhaps would be, but most are not. And the reason that the guys in the porn videos do look so large is because most porn actresses are very tiny girls. I'm 5'6.5", close to 5'7". I'm definitely on the taller end of the porn star populace. Most porn stars are extremely short. They're almost childlike. There was actually a thread on XXX Porn Talk pertaining to this. Somebody on XXX Porn Talk recently asked, are there any tall porn actresses? That's not, they didn't say porn actresses, but that's what we'll say here, because I do like to keep this show relatively clean, even though we're talking about the adult entertainment industry. Most girls in porn are very small. Jenna Hayes, for example, is extremely short. She's like an elf or a fairy. Not to say it's bad to be short. It's okay to be small, but the way that the photographers angle their cameras, they're often shooting up at the girls, so it makes them look a lot taller than they are. I think the average porn star's height might be 5'4". You know, who else is short? Gosh, what's the girl who's in that new porn, Alice? Sunny Lane, Sunny Leone, she's real small. Jessie Jane, super tiny. These girls are really small, so it gives you the illusion that the male talents are much larger than they are. A lot of male talents, for example, are extremely short too. I was actually very surprised by this particular phenomenon. Currently, there are some taller women starting to, you know, make a name for themselves in the adult entertainment world. Some of my favorites are Tori Black. I love that girl. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like she walked straight out of a Victoria's Secret catalog. She's got to be around 5'9". She's actually the Performer of the Year from AVN. Very happy about that. I like to, you know, represent the tall girls. Angelina Armani, another tall one. Another one of my favorite ethnic women in the porn industry, Naomi Banks. She's a very tall woman. I think she's around 5'9", 5'10". Beautiful. Check out her website, by the way, naomibanks.com. She spells it a little differently, so I'm going to go ahead and type it in here. These are just people I like. Yeah, and definitely check out Tori Black's site, because I'm a bit of a fan of her.